Final. The stream production is just as good. No, it's brilliant. It's better. No, I can't say that. Hey, CGPL had some great graphics. They had lovely moving graphics. Oh, sorry. So anyways, we are here for the grand final between Bald Crew and Hype Gaming. Bald Crew lost the first map, so Hype Gaming are 1-0. They won Cobble. Now we're on Season. We missed the knife round, so we're actually... yeah, they'll be starting the game any second, and it'll be an absolute cracker. I'm JB Gunslinger, back with Jay.
Back with Jay.
How are you?
So I don't have a Twitter. I should get a... Everyone's got Twitter now, apparently. So it's the new thing in town, so I'll probably have to look into it. But we do have the pistol rounds rolling out here as Hype do win the knife round and opt to go out for that CT side, the easier side of the season. I wouldn't say easier, it's about 60-40 I'd say, but we do have a fast push coming out from Bald Crew. Nice and quick, Mod picking up one as it's trading it out actually. And Bald Crew coming out hot here with a 3-man advantage actually, and just absolutely dominating in fashion. However, Animus does pick up two with the reload. Just a little bit too long. Elim does take Animus down there. And the first round does go to Bald Crew. Yeah,
not a bad start to them. That's exactly what they needed. They want to get ahead in this one early. They need to win this one. It's their choice.
Yeah.
And of course, they lost that first one pretty convincingly. I think Elim had a bit of a rough time.
I think the Bald Crew picked Cobblestone first, I was told.
Did they?
I was told that they
I thought Hype picked Cobble.
Oh, maybe they're all lying in the chat then. I'm
maybe.
not exactly sure.
maybe I'm very far wrong.
I'm not exactly sure myself. But
I presume I thought Hype would have had a better seed.
Yeah,
but
no, we'll see what happens. We got Mont sitting at spawn here, chilling at the spawn by it seems, just checking if there's any hard pushes, which he will not be finding anyone whatsoever here. And we got Animus playing on that aggressive horseshoe there. We got actually Azza boosted up on top of the bay roof here. He's got the information, knows what's going on. He takes it early, decides to peek and kills Neros there. Twice picking up a quick double kill, shooting Animus down to 2 HP. Fast day does come out, Mungo does clean it up. See if Iron here can... Iron, they just changed their name mid-game. Fabulous. Was
that Elim or
Does get taken down, however, by Mont as well. So it's another clean round by Bald Crew, and they've really come out storming the gates here. It's very different from what we saw last game. Which is, you never know. If this is our map pick, obviously it's showing that it is, and they're coming out nice and confident. And Hype picking the CT side. I'm not sure. Maybe they're not confident in their T side on season, but round coming out from the CT side here. They're picking up a couple of frags here as well. And we'll see what happens here. We've got one left on the Animus side there. Having some technical difficulties, but we've got 2 versus 1 situation. Animus with 9 HP. Not really much you can do here. Not much you can do here whatsoever. But see, probably the best bet here is just go for the exit frag. They heard him in mid. They know exactly where he is, and he should get popped up just like that. So
great start from Bald Crew. They got their 3 pistol rounds that they wanted, and now it's going to be the full buy coming out for both teams, and it's going to be the exact start that they wanted. I mean, slightly T-sided, I think this map is.
Yeah. It's like I'd say 60% T-side.
Yeah, I don't really do too much of this map, so I'm a little bit off on it.
It's again, because it takes so long for the CTs to rotate from A and from mid to B, and like
it's such a big map.
Yeah, you got to kind of risk. I guess kind of stack the site in a sense, and the Bald Crew just playing it perfectly here. They're completely spreading across the entire map, just working on picks. You get a pick and then they just play it to that site. But we do have the first proper buy round coming out of Hype, and this is what we saw from the last map. Elim taking down Iron here. And this is what we saw from the last map, really. Hype really coming out of the gates after their buy with the trade coming up from Mazza onto Nerox there as well. Animus having a bit of a gunfight. Does get taken down for Mont. He does lose that one. Not Mont, people. Not Mont. Mont. And we do have 4 left for the Bald Crew side here. Keeping control, keeping it slow, keeping Hype guessing on what is going on. And they're playing on this B side here where Solix is actually pushed all the way up to Vent. And he is by himself, but he should find himself a frag. He's actually getting knifed. He does get taken down. The bad mana does not seem to prevail, and Saib And as on the fast rotate, as you can see from the chat, they're a little bit confused as to what happened there. And we got a 3-man take onto the B bomb side here. Bomb does go down. They're both retaken together because they're both still together, but it seems that Bull Crew are going to have full control over this site. Hype don't really want to push through the smoke. However, they probably could have. And it seems that they're falling off and they are going to save in this round. That's just a nice play. A little bit of BM coming out of the Bull Crew guys there with almost a backstab from, I believe it was Spikes. I guess, just a bit of keep them on the edge and say, hey, we're still here. Don't you worry about us. 4-0 up this game. We've completely forgotten about last game, and they're going to come into this nice and strong and bring it to a third map.
Well, it's glad they didn't get 2 down from last map. Yeah. I saw them out getting pizza. They were like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But they seem to be all right. They're starting off well. That knife actually would have been pretty big if they got it, because that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But they're already very far ahead, and it's going to be only those 2 saves are going to be the only guns they have on the board for Hype. It's definitely just the rest pistols.
Yeah, no, the rest of them are just, I think this is similar to what we saw Bald Crew actually doing in the last game. Saving the guns and just buying pistols on the rest of them. And we got Bald Crew here in the under of A here, just A Halls here. Just pushing around nice and slowly, but we still have that mid control from, Nerox and Spikes on the B side. So we still got one and, still spread across the map to keep that control. And we got Horseshoe just walking up through Horseshoe here. Slowly but surely, Saib should be ready for this. The smoke can't exactly see each other yet, but Saib should have the advantage out of this one, having the smoke down. He's not sure that there's 3 there. He has no idea there's 3 there. Actually, Hype have 4 people stacked onto the B bomb site right now. And here we go, the information has been called. There's still no movement whatsoever from the B side here from the Hype crew. Saib does eventually get taken down after taking down 1, and they're still just chilling around on this B bomb side here. I think they're just going to save that AWP again and just come out here and just try and get some exit frags if they can.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't normally see a save when you've got 4 people left on the board, but there's not much they can do. I mean, Hype don't have any way of getting into this site versus Ball Crew. They've just got complete control. They got, who is it? They got Nerox on the roam. Yeah. Ready to try and pick up any crosses. And there, again, they can't get in any way. He finds both of them. Yeah. So it's going to be an absolute save necessity here. Yeah, pretty much. And, I think they were hoping that they could get a couple picks, with the pistols that they had, try and pick up a gun and save for the next round. But, Bull Crew are going to have none of that, taking down 2 of their players, losing a couple pistols. It's only $500 each, but, it all adds up to that couple nades that could change around. And we do have another full buy on the 6th round of this game. The second map of the Battle for Brisbane finals here. And we'll see what Hype can do with this one. They brought it close in the last buy round. They really need to take this one away. Yeah, we're going for a bit of a 3-push onto the B site, but there's only 1 man defending. Yeah, it's just kind of the gamble that you got to take with this side. It's actually there's actually 2 and they're stacked, yeah.
They've got no idea. Iron taking down 1. I'm sure they saw him fall off his head there as well.
I just saw 1 number, didn't see the other player.
Yeah, no, but Hype definitely coming into this round strong here. The last 2 is still on that B side. If they can trade out these frags, the best thing they can hope for right now is the bomb plan. They can probably hold it off, but Silex does take down Spikes there. The bomb is down. Elim all by himself with 5 players to kill. See what he can do here. Slowly but surely. Silex is creeping up and he should catch him on this ladder. We go left and right on the ladder here. And he won't find anything down to 1 HP. I don't think he's got any hope and he gets taken down eventually.
The spray and pray not working. 1 HP. That was next level.
Hits him down to 5 HP though. I mean, it was almost a good kill off the ladder. I would have been a little bit like, what the hell if he got that but,
a bit annoyed if you were the person on top there. But
for sure. But we can all thank Gabe for his great mechanics in this game.
Yep.
Definitely, it's just a standard 2-2-1, which is probably usually what you see. You get the mid control from the CT side. You just keep the mid control. Once you've got the control, someone playing close, you fall one back into whichever site they choose, either B or A. In this case, it's A. So now they fall it back into this 2-1-2 setup. And we've got a lot of players actually heavily. Adam is taking down Mungo there, very heavy mid presence. And obviously that's the pick that they were hoping for there. Nerox creeping up with the bomber, which I believe is Spikes. Not 100% sure. Mont also coming through the door here. So they're kind of opting for like a bit of a split A here. But there's, 1 in mid, 2 in A. They're going to really trade these frags out heftily. And again, Spikes has been the lurker for tonight during all the semi-finals. And even the finals, he's been a bit of a lurker. Hasn't really been doing much whilst in that role, however. Animus does take down Ilum in the mid. Mont does get the trade, finds the trade onto Azza in the short there as well. Sybe does take down Mont, and this is trade after trade in the advantage of Hype here as well. Bring it to a 4 versus 2, and Animus picking up Neros. Spikes does take the trade a little bit quicker here, but does get taken down in mid.
So actually 2 rounds for Hype now. They're starting to bring it back a little bit. They've got the AWP on the board. I don't know who's going to go on to, but looks like Azza are going to get that AWP. Interesting. And in a couple of rounds now, it's going to be a buy for... Yeah, okay, just late buys coming out for the T side there. But yeah, they are going to buy. Yeah, no, this is their next buy round. And if they lose this round, it could force them into possibly a double EK, depending, if they get the bomb down or not. But I guess we'll have to see what happens again. We've got this boost up in B here, which is actually rather interesting. I've never really seen this before. It's a bit of an interesting play. Keeps the headshot line a lot different to what they're going to be picking in. As you can see, that nice little headshot pick there. And again, takes down 3. Takes down 3, gets traded. Finally, it does get taken down as well. Liam does trade them both, but it was a nice 3-man spray there. Animus straight on the rotate there, taking down Ilim, bringing Nerox down into a 1 versus 2, but the fast rotate from Hype was definitely noticed, and Animus just waiting for his teammates so he can catch up, and 2 versus 1 this bomb site back. Nerox on 50 hit points. He does have the grenades, however, this is definitely still doable. However, he doesn't know where that second player is coming from, and he has to be very wary of behind him. He does know that he's actually above him in this 2 versus 1 situation. He's going to definitely work in the favor of Hype right now. However, Nerox does take Animus down. He has full control right now. 1 versus 1. Walking around the site, there's spraying, and finally gets taken down. Sybe takes him down and does get the defuse. He will get that one just by the skin of his teeth. He will just get that round, bring it to 3 and 5, and that's exactly what Hype wanted. You can hear the screaming. That Hype play of the boost was so clever. They immediately knocked down 3 members. And that was exactly what they needed. Yeah, they lost 2 for it, but that stopped the push straight away. Yeah. It enabled them to sort of hold this position later on and retake the bomb site just. Yeah. And again with that, like you said, shut them down, but good initiative from Bullet Crew, being super aggressive after they got the 2 picks, knowing that they're going to go in quick for this one before the boost comes out.
Yeah, Mont's coming in quick. They're all coming in fast on the B side here. We do have Silex underneath. Actually takes down 1 before he gets traded out by Mungo. Iron does take down Elin there, and Pistol's coming out as well. Iron picks him up. Nerox taking down Animus. And, they're in the site, but they have the bomb down, and really they got to just fight for this bomb back. Azza taking down Mungo there, bringing again Nerox to a 1 versus 3. He brought it close last time. Can he bring it down this time? He does get binked out. He's hit the Azza low as well, and he'll get mopped up there. Bring it to 5 and 4. Hype bringing it back in the second.
4 rounds in a row now for them. They've sort of brought this back pretty well, actually. Ion, not quite sure who he's playing as from last game, but he's playing really well. 8 and 5 now. I think there's 18 points on the board. Of course, Nerox and Spikes also playing pretty well. Mungo bring it up from behind, but they'll get there eventually.
Yeah, it's interesting enough to see that all the teams, especially in this game, all the players are really kind of hovering around the same amount of, I guess you could say, score. Sybe picking up 2 back there, nice little eco round coming out of the Terror side here, Bullet Crew. Just getting mopped up nice and clean. Nerox does get a pick.
Yeah, but they are going to just hold this one, wait for him to die, because it's just the eco, It's going to be 5 all after this one, which is great stuff from Hype. They've brought this back, 4 rounds now, making it a 5th. Yep. Bring it all back square again. It seemed the really aggressive start the Ball Crew have had. It's been a great comeback. Yeah, that's exactly what we saw in the first game of this finals here. Ball Crew picking up the first 3 rounds, and then really Hype just taking the game away from there, getting full control after the buy round, just absolutely destroying Ball Crew's economy, and bringing it. This is similar 5 and 5. We'll see if Hype can really take this away, but they seem to be really good at keeping the economy on the other team low and things like that. So we can see what we haven't planned for the rest of this game here, bringing it to 5-5. This is a really close game. It's kind of what I expected more so than the other game. So this standard setup, he does get traded out. Mont gets taken down straight away. Silex, gets taken down straight away. Mont with a nice pick there. Does lose half his hit points, however, keeping the Hype on their toes as it picks up the trade onto Nerox. They're still a little bit unsure what's going on. Iron picking up Spikes as well, and Sybe picking up Elin here. It's getting traded out. Animus, full control of the map. They're just everywhere. Mont still alive from the first pick he got. His entire team is just
fallen apart.
Yeah, well, they got the early pick. You know, Mont took down Silix, and then it just all fell apart from there. They just got picked off on every 1v1 that they took.
Yep.
And that's unfortunate when you come in that. You come in with a strategy. They sort of split up all across on 2-1-2. And, yeah, it just fell apart.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, they're just, you know, breaking up. I don't know if it's a thing with communication. I mean, it's been a long day, so I guess, you know, Tide comes into this, especially both of these teams actually coming out of Group A, which is the morning group. So it really comes down to that, I guess, willpower as well. We've got Hype playing that was super aggressive on B. They've got a lot of early information doing that as well. And we've got a heavy presence from Gold Crew into the A side here, taking full control. And Mont, well, straight to that buy, doesn't even care. Takes down Side, Bazza gets traded out. Nerox taking down Animus as well. And this is looking like a good round for Bullet Crew here in the 4 versus 2 in the advantage. And we have to see what Hype have to do for themselves. They're grouping up together now to try and see if they can trade out together. I mean, the 2 versus 4, this isn't really what they were hoping for, but every one of Bullet Crew is an after plant position. We've got the split coming up from mid, and really, you probably want to go for Essence right now. I mean, there's not really much time on the bomb. I mean, Nax, let's take down Silex now, and Iron's probably just going to sit back in mid and see if he can screw up their economy even more. It does take down Nerox as well. So trying to keep their money as low as they can. They'll give them that round happily, just as long as their money stays as low as they can allow it to.
Yeah, it was a bit of an interesting read there. Hype have been, for the last 6 rounds or so, have been really good at predicting which side that Ball Crew are going to go, but that time they just had no idea. They sort of sent 2 or 3 over to B, and they just got absolutely swamped. And they, you know, Ball Crew got all the picks, and they were just able to run into the site and just swamp them down.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. No, definitely just mopping them up. And as you can see, Ball Crew kind of going away from that kind of split up kind of play. They're kind of going for that split A now. They're trying to split to one site rather than spreading everyone across the map. And we have an aggressive play from Sub. Really, all of Hype are just playing super aggressive right now, just to get that early information. And Sub's going to be calling this out to his team. He is full blind. He's going to take it down. Mont does take him out. There's a nice flashbang there. And it brings it down to the advantage of a Ball Crew. However, Hype do have 2 in very strong positions. Mont out with the knife. Gets taken down from Azza. Takes down another one. Elim is down. Finally gets straight down by Mungo onto Azza. There's one in L-Ben. Nerox. And the shot to the smoke doesn't quite make a bomb. Does go down. Spikes does pick up Silex. The advantage of Board Crew in this round, and it's just going to be a super hard retake. Animus trying to get this no-scope in the head as well. Bring it to 2 versus 2, and he's straight to that side, not waiting for his team out at all. It's probably a bit of a decisive move. Nerox will take him down, and Iron will get cleaned up as well. I think he kind of jumped the gun on that one a little bit. He had a little bit more time than I think he actually thought originally that he had.
Yeah, to be fair for that one, that no scope kept them in it a little bit more, but it really should have been, you know, Ball Crew's victory on that one. They got into the site and got the picks again, and they set up in their really good defensive positions and sort of picked them as they all came around the corners at the same time. Yeah, it was just really good play.
No, for sure. And a shout out to Yesdad from my main man Boba mate, who's finally made his way home.
The Knife King.
Knife King. He's kept the name. Anyway, we got Spikes coming up to the vents here by himself as usual. Just a bit of that, like that lurker roll, trying to see if he can get any picks. Mungo picking up Animus there with a nice headshot, getting that early advantage into the round. There's still a minute 20 on the round. They can take it slow. Nerox deciding that he doesn't want any of it. Knight takes down Iron as at the front of the smoke. He's trying to just spray him down through the smoke. Gets as much damage as he can. Silex also picking up Spikes there, bringing it down to a 3 versus 2. Silex picking up Nerox. Azza picking up Elim, and it comes down to Mont. Once again, walking through and gets taken down by Sybe. Now, Hype changing up the positions again. It's similar to the last map again. They're always changing up where their positions are held, so like it keeps them Ball Crew always guessing through the T round. Yeah, and it was a really interesting play by Azza there. He threw the smoke out, and the 3 Ball Crew members sort of got stuck behind it and all sat on stood in the middle of the smoke. Yeah. And he just aimed at all the corners and took them all out as they were through the smoke, and they had no idea where he was shooting from. So and he only got 1 kill, but in saying that, you know, he did put off a lot of damage through the smoke. He hit one down to about 40 and the other down to about 60. You know, that could be the difference between winning and losing a round. Yeah, and then he got one further on, which is just he pushed through it. So it was just really smart play, and that's why you get these experienced players, and they just know quite the little nuances of doing stuff, and it works really well. And that's a good thing with these lands as well. I mean, you know, most of these teams, you know, like these teams get the chance to play with Azza in a LAN environment as well, kind of thing, you know. And Silex getting the pick on the Spikes there. And with the Div 1 cap, kind of gives it that, you know, a bit of interesting vibe to it. However, most of these players have played Div 1 before, so they know what it's all about. And as it does take down Mont, Bring it down to a 4 versus 2 actually as Iron picks up Nerox. They want to go into the next half with the advantage. The Hype Boys here, after being 5-0 down, this is exactly what they wanted. Mungo picking up the headshot on Silex, and the fast rotate coming straight over from Hype. And none of them were actually on the B side at this point. They're all playing mid/A, so this comes down to the hold from Elim and Mungo. But it's rather interesting positions. Elim does get traded out. There was no room for Mungo to really trade out. It does get taken down by Animus, and Hype will pick up the leading half.
Yeah, so a poor start to the half from Hype, but the end of it was so brutal. Like, that's so many rounds in a row. If we take a look, they won, yeah, about 8 rounds in the last 10. Like, brilliant stuff by them. That's just fantastic work. And they've really kept their head in the game. We'll have to see how they go on T-side, considering, you know, T-sided map. Yeah. That's a good start.
Yeah, no, definitely picked up what they were losing at the start. You know, 5-0 down, like I said, you know, coming back into it. And again, like I was saying in the first game, it comes down to the years of experience that these players come into. If they can come off this kind of, you know, 5-0, 7-0 down and just bring it back just like that and bring it up to 8-7. And here we go, Hype's coming into the T round here, looking on an 8 push here on the leading half of this on 8-7. But we do have a very aggressive play coming out from the ball crew here as well. So they're getting a little bit of information. They know there's no one close mid, so really there's only 2 options, and that is either A, Spiral, or coming through B. We have a bit of a fast push coming out of Squeaky here, trying to get the advantage. Taking him down, takes down Mungo, nice and fast, full blind. Full force coming out from the Hype Boys here. Elim does take one down. The jumping shot from Iron takes down Elim. Sype does take down Nerox as well. And here we go, just the advantage going straight into the Hype side. They're just putting that full aggression on. One gets taken down from Mazza, and it's just that early information that they didn't really, I guess, abuse in the early rounds. They knew no one was top mid. They didn't really focus on sites. They still had one player in mid, that kind of thing. So, you know, there's not much you can really do. And again, Spike's the PDG award winner here. He's just going to be saving his USP over on the B-bomb side. Not much he can really do, however. So I can't really bag him out too much. You know, one goes big force, even get a couple kills for some money. And it won't even happen, so I'll have to pick him up.
Tried to save his armor, but not quite to avail. There was a bit of an interesting play by the CT side there. Is that they only sent like 1 to A side, and they had 2 sort of at the back of mid.
Yeah.
And they just sort of like left them sitting there for a rotate, but it was just too late.
Yeah.
Like Hype just got all into the site, and it was just all over from there.
Yeah, like you said, you know, they had the early information. That A player that you said that was soloing it actually pushed up in the mid as well to try and get that crossfire going. And they knew that they weren't there, but they didn't really, I guess, abuse that fact. But however, we're saying that Nerox actually does take down Iron here on this anti-eco. But like you said, you know, they had that early information and control, and they really didn't abuse it as much as they could have. There's a lot of spreading out from Hype right now, actually. This could be very bad for them. Sype does take down Mungo, however, without taking a single hit. But, you know, they're so spread out. This could be bad. Nerox taking down Azar. Brings it down to a 4 versus 3. Elim left on 15 HP, but with that scout, he can cause some serious damage. And finally, we're getting some grouping up of the Hype Boys into the middle side. They're trying to get some middle control. They've wrapped around from A side, however, takes him down with a nice scout flick there from Elim. Taking down Sype into the middle connector there. And it's just 2 left for Hype. They were just so spread out in the early rounds of the game. They didn't really trade their frags whatsoever. I mean, the only kill was on Mungo, and that was in a 1v1 fight. And now we just have to see what the Animus and Silex can do. I mean, it's still winnable. But this is definitely going to be a bit of a grind. 30 seconds left on the clock. And this is definitely going to be a big boost of confidence for the ball crew boys, see if they can bring this back to 9-8.
Yeah, it was a good little force buy. They just bought all the 5.7s in the armors, put the glass scout out, and it's worked well so far. Like, Nerox already found 2 frags. I'm like, that's exactly what you want to do on this second round if you're going to go for that buy.
Yeah. And for sure, and like with that scout, even if he doesn't get kills with it and he tags plays and stuff, it's good for the players with the pistols. It's Spike's to take one and Nerox to take down the other. They do get the bomb down. It's probably the best thing that they could happen in that situation. But really, that should have been their round. They should have played together, traded out the frag, especially with the scouter. I mean, like I said, even if Elim didn't get any kills whatsoever, if he just tagged up a bunch of players, all the rest of his team has to be is shoot them once with the pistol and they got it.
That was about as good a ball crew round as you could hope for there. They've got all the Galils, and they picked them all up as well. So this is just right in their favour now. And it's going to be a Tech 9 armor buy coming out for Hype. Trying to just do the same back to them, maybe go for a Tech 9 train all onto one side. But yeah, that was a great round for ball crew. Really impressive.
Yeah, and then saying that with this Tech 9, you know, I wouldn't. Sorry, excuse me. Take out the Tech 9 too early. I mean, the CTs have a pretty terrible buy here. However, Nerox does take down 2. Nerex with the 5-7 actually, just trying to get a few more frags in the middle, getting a little bit aggressive right now. Has all the information in the world. You get a rotate coming out from B. As actually does pick up one on the side there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Bloody all this beer's getting to me. And we got Animus taking down one as well. It's a 3 versus 3. And this is going to be an interesting round. Can they get anti-eco back? Nerex does take down Animus with a nice headshot through the side of the wall there. And they're playing together so well here. Azza takes down one, it does get taken down. So there will be another round for the Bald Crew boys here. And they played that round so well together. And just so cohesively. And, you know, we've got a 360 bomb defuse coming out from Nerex there so his mate can get the gun. But it was a really good round. And you know, what more could they hope for?
Yeah, it's actually really interesting to see how the really experienced players play these 4 spies. Because you saw Azza there with the Tech 9 was able to pick up like 2 really accurate kills.
Yeah. And
that just goes to show Nerox was the exact same on the other team with the 5-7 before. And it's like, yeah, you can buy these 4 spies, and it's going to be useless if you don't know how to use it. But these guys are just so, you know, clean with their shooting.
Yeah,
it's really good.
No, for sure. And yeah, it all comes down to the years of gameplay that they've played. And Nerox there picking up a nice frag on Animus, bringing it to an early advantage. There's a minute 30 left on the game in this round here. Sorry, and you know, just that early advantage is just such a massive deficit to the hype, and it's really just makes them wonder what they can do. Mungo picking up Azza, Elim taking down Iron, and it's just really they're also spread across the map. They're so just broken up right now that they just don't really know what to do by the seams of it. They're just being broken apart by Bald Crew at the moment. I think we might be looking at a 3rd map here by the looks of it, by the confidence that Bald Crew will be coming into the second half, sorry, with on this side as well. And we've got Silex and Saib creeping up on the B side here. Will they check for Mont, or will Mont get the better of them? They will check. Saib does take down Mont there, and the B side is completely open. However, they won't know that because there's 4 on the other side, and they're trying to get that control as quick as they can to prevent the rotate coming in, but it is coming in hot. Spikes standing in the middle of the smoke there, completely blind, but there's 2 of them already working their way in. The bomb is going down. Boost on top of the head. Spikes does take down Silex, and Saib will get taken down at the end of that. And another round for Bald Crew. Yeah,
it's interesting to see that Bald Crew is such an aggressive team and always goes for those trade kills. But their CT side is actually, they're better than of the 2 sides generally. It's quite interesting to see, because normally you see the aggressive teams, they just T and rush people and absolutely dominate. But it's actually their CT side and their aggression on pushing back kills. It's really, really good. And it's working out for them most of the time here, and they've got the M4s. They're just able to dominate all the positions.
Yeah, especially in that mid control from Nerox early in the middle, like early in the round, and they getting a kill about 15 seconds into the round is so heartbreaking to hype. And we have a fast eager coming out here, hitting down Mont down to 36. However, it does get cleaned up. Spikes picking up a quick 3, 4 even. Absolutely mopping it up, and Mont will take it down as well. Nice eco round coming out from the nice anti-eco round coming out from the Bald Crew there. Just cleaning him up, not losing a single player. Mont straight out of there, Spikes right there just to help him out.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like the CT side is having the advantage today on this map, and it looks like Bald Crew are just taking it very well. Just real smart play against Eco. They sort of played it against it before when they got a bit dominated, being too aggressive, so they really just sat back and let them all walk in and just spray them one by one with the M4s. So much more clever play there coming from Bald Crew. Yeah, no, they're playing much more conservatively. They definitely want to take this to the 3rd map, because I think Azza wants to go home, and then they figure if, you know, they can get this map out of the way, Azza might go away. And we'll see what happens. We've got an 11-9 lead for Bald Crew here at the current time being. And again, just that early information of just pushing certain areas, getting, you know, there's no one here kind of thing. Animus does take down Mungo, however, leaving the advantage. And there's just a lot of gun battles down the mid. Nerox gets taken down as well, so we have the advantage of hype this round. It's such a close game in regards to trades and stuff, but there is still 2 on this A side, and I mean, they could definitely crossfire and work to the advantage. But Saib just holding S and holding W, and it seems to prevail. Actually, Azza picking up the kill. Spike taking down Saib. And Mungo doesn't know how AKs work. You think he's been playing the game long enough, but apparently not. And Animus and Azza clean up the last couple of kills. And, you know, Bald Crew are getting the damage off. They're just not getting the kills. Yeah. At the end of the rounds, and most people are on, like, you know, below 10 health even. Yeah, they sort of left Animus sit back from mid and go for a really late rotate through. And once the 2 CTs rotated back through mid to get behind them, he just sat behind them and sprayed them both down. So really, really smart play there. turning that one around and playing CT style on a T-side round. So brilliant stuff.
And it's interesting to see how Bull Crew are reading the Hype's play style. Like, as you can see, Mungo pushing straight through those. Completely unsuspected, however, Animus does get the better of Mungo with a nice pick onto his head there. Mungo getting taken down, and Nerox is left to defend the A side in a bit of a sticky situation. There is only one player coming up against him, though. Oh, it gets flicked. Animus with a nice aim there, straight onto the head, takes him down. The A side is completely in control of Hype right now. This should be an 11-11 half, and we'll see what happens. Spikes picking up on Cyber. It's a 3-4 situation coming out. And we've got a couple of trade frags coming in and out. Board Crew, again, just on 20 HP apiece. They should save these weapons. Their money is fairly low at this point. Being so close, they don't want to risk, they don't want to risk losing these weapons. And especially those nades even.
Yeah, they got a lot of grenades.
Yeah, it's like $1,000 worth of grenades there, let alone the $6,000 weapons they got with them as well in the armor. So they really want to get away with this. However, we got Animus. He's on the hunt. He's just hanging around the spawn. So these guys should be alright for this round. 11-11. And this is kind of the scoreline I was hoping, or I guess I saw myself in the first map, but really Hype just came out. I think it was 16-7 near the end, but they came out firing, and Bold Crew really bringing it to him this game.
You can see how seesawy this match is, and once the team gets on a bit of a roll, it continues for about 5-6 rounds every time. I mean, that was only 4 rounds that time, but we're expecting probably another 2 rounds to come out for Hype now, based on the statistics of this match so far.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's just back and forth, and who will get to the end first.
Yeah, exactly. And it's definitely plausible. I mean, the money is a bit iffy on the Bull Crew side there. I was going to say yesterday. I'm like, no, we're not on the finals today. But on the Bull Crew side, the money is a little bit iffy. And Hype are just building up their bankroll right now. They're just kind of creeping around the mid. Nerox does take down Animus. He should get traded out. However, he does push through the vent, which is a smarter thing to do. Getting ready for the side to push him too. He knows that it's coming, but he's got to watch 2 angles, and he will get taken down. Nerox does take him down. Saib does take Nerox down, and leaves Saib on 10 HP in mid. Mungo picking up Azza there. And will they check it right? Yes, they will. Hitting him low, does get traded out. So Spikes does go down eventually, and it comes out the 2 vs 3 situation, and Saib just isn't with his teammate right now. He should get the right now, though. You should pick him up. Easy frag.
Oh,
didn't see him. He didn't see him at all. How did you not see him? And now we see him. They both will get the kill. Okay.
No peripheral vision coming out from those players there.
I was going to say. But it brings it down to 2 vs 3. It's actually a fairly even 2v2 right now. And I mean, there's only 20 seconds. Does get picked up. Iron does take down Mungo. And that's the frag that they needed right there. The bomb will go down. Elim left with his AWP on this 1 vs 2. This isn't the gun he wants to do. However, he does take down Iron. And it's a 1 vs 1. He knows he's low. He doesn't know where he is. He's checking everything. He's checking all the corners. Will he when he comes? Then he doesn't. Saib does take him down. Hype picking up the 12th round. Or I should say the 23rd round of this half. Bringing it to 12-11. And big round from Hype there. Lucky, but big.
Yeah, it was a nice little just tap right at the end to save the round. I mean, that AWP shot was almost about to swing around. And they actually got the AWP off the board too onto their side. So Animus going to have that one. He's looked pretty sharp with the AK so far. We'll have to see how he goes with the AWP.
Yeah, no, for sure. And here we go. We've got a bit of it's a force buy coming out from Bald Crew. They need this round. They've only got a couple players with some pistols and a few grenades. They can definitely do it, but there's no mid presence whatsoever from Hype. Hype just not giving them anything. Playing this round so slow. We got an AWP by himself over at B side there. Just chilling out. He probably get a pick on the Spikes. Spikes is getting rather keen. And he will smoke it out. And actually, he will fall back. And that'll force Animus to rotate back to this team. I think. And there's a gunfight going down short. Nerox picking up Saib as well. Azza is down for Hype. Bringing it to a 3 vs 5 situation. Hype wondering on what to do. Walking around mid. Sussing everything out. This is still doable. But Hype definitely not in position for trade frags right now. Mid coming up. Finally Animus with his team now. Coming up to get the picks. And know where he is. With that pistol. He's playing the headshot line. This isn't the best line for an AWP pick. He's taking shots at him. He's just not hitting them. The smoke does come out. And he should get cleaned up. But he does take down Silex. Nerox with a nice shot there. Just peeking around in the corner of the smoke. Gets tagged to 22 HP. Should get touchdown. Then he will. There you go. 10 points, Spikes right there, and bring it to 12-12, and that's exactly the round they needed. Didn't lose a single player that round, and will pick up a gun for free, bringing their economy back to kind of even.
That was one of the ballsiest players from Nerox, just going up against an AK and an AWP with a 5-7, being like, "Yeah, you can't hit me," just ducking up and down.
Yeah, left
actually
and right,
takes down one.
Yeah.
And so that was just great stuff. He actually took down one, and Silix came through with the grenade. Spikes came through with the grenade, sorry.
Yeah, no, it was unlucky to that player in mid as well with the AWP. He got caught out by that grenade there. Again, we just got this A side presence here that they seem to go in and try and take control of A, and then they kind of split back to mid and see what they can do around on the other sides. But it seems like they're going to go for this A split. We get a bunch of players coming up for Horseshoe. Mont's in a perfect position with this AWP. If he doesn't move off his position, he won't. And he should take this kill, and he will. Saib taken down for Mont, and that's going to pause this push. However, Animus does get the trade on the Nerox, and it will speed things up once again. Fast pushing in from short too. Horseshoe coming out as well as a nice split. Animus taking down Mont. The AWP is down. Elim missing his shots. He does take that eventually, but at the cost of his own life, as it does get the frag onto him. And it's a 3 vs 2 in advantage, and Azar takes down Spikes. Mungo, this is his time to shine. If there was ever a time, it is now. It's a 1 vs 3. It's going to be a hard retake here indeed, and it's taking some damage, but he will get taken down at the end of it, bring it to 13-12 in advantage of Hype, and this is the most back and forth game I have ever seen.
It was actually a good start there from Ball Crew. They threw the AWP onto Mont instead of Elim, and they got him to hold really aggressive up towards A. And he got that early pick, and then they sort of just rolled in, and then they missed all their shots. Yeah. Everyone missed, and it cost them the round. They had the early advantage, and it looked really good, but they stuffed it up. No. Oh, no.
We've just been told to tell you, everyone, that this is the Hype trade, apparently. Maverick.
Yeah. If they were playing that well.
Listen to Maverick, but.
Hashtag sack Maverick.
The Iron does get taken down early into the round again. Most of these picks on the from CT are early frags in the early round, and straight up the advantage goes to Bald Crew. Getting traded out here as a hit down to 30 hit points. Mont is just in the perfect position. He will take down the Planter here. Takes down 2. Mont taking down 2. And it comes down to 3 vs 2. Mont will just run away knowing exactly where that bomb is. There's still a minute on the clock. Spikes does take down Animus. And it brings it down to a 1 vs 3. Saib left in a sticky situation with probably no hope whatsoever. You can see he's just creeping around. See if he can find a player hanging by himself. He knows there's one on short. And he does get taken down eventually. 13-13. Back and forth, back and forth. And this is going to be a close game.
The seesaw continues. Azza really keeping his team in this one. He's 25-15. Poor Silic struggling a little bit, but Nerox and Spikes as well doing some really, really hard carrying on this one.
Yeah, it's good to see that Elim has about 4 times the frags they did the first map as well, but we won't go there. But no, we do have a 13-13 scoreline here, ladies and gentlemen, and coming out we got a pretty standard setup, but once again 2-on-2 from the counter-terror side, being the Bald Crew, and a very heavy presence from Hype on the A side. Once again, they've done this a good 85% of the rounds, and I feel that Bald Crew have adapted to this. They're just not sure. I think that Hype just played the round so late into the round, they can never be too sure. Mont does smoke off the Horseshoe there, which halts the push from 4 of the Hype members into the spiral there, sorry. And we'll see, it's a bit of a standoff at the moment. There's 55 seconds left on the clock. And we have Iron just kind of lurking mid, just making sure no one's pushing through mid there, I believe it is. And yeah, just holding off mid there. Maybe a couple pushing through short and a couple pushing through Horseshoe. We've got a bit of an A split coming through late round. No one's moved at all for the past good 30 seconds. There is a smoke that has landed. They know there's a players in short. There is a rotate coming in from Spikes, nice and early. Coming straight across. Elim does fall. Mont with a trade fag. Mont with a double kill. Mungo picking up another. It's bringing it down. They're just getting absolutely melted at this point, and they do get taken down and absolutely denied in that push. They just took a little bit too much time in that push, I feel. They just left it for too long in the round.
Yeah, Ball Crew knew where they were coming from as well. They saw the early flash come through, but they didn't use any advantage of it. They just sort of sat there. They didn't sort of try and rotate or anything like that. They just sat there, and everyone just rotated across and blocked off all the exits, and it was an easy round from there.
No, that's exactly right. And, you know, now the advantage being in Bald Crew, which is kind of like a seesaw effect, and we might be looking into an overtime match here. We never know, but it is a force fire with pistols coming out from Hype here. He does get spotted, and somehow he takes down Mungo. I've got no idea. I'm sure he'll be a bit salty about that one. We got 4 vs 5, bring it down. Side picking up another frag. This is such a sharp round for him. Spike's picking up Azza. Spike's picking up another frag. Elim trading it off the side. And Elim falling as well. This is such a back to forth round. Bring it down to a 1 vs 1. Animus and Mons. This is the closest game. Oh my word. 1 minute left on the clock. 35, 40 seconds into the round. And there's just everyone's falling to pieces. 1 vs 1. Mont with the aim does take him down, and it is 15-13 in favor of Bald Crew now. This is exactly what they wanted. What a close round.
That match point coming out from Bald Crew was amazing. They are so ready for this one, and it's going to be such a hard round for Hype now. They've just got barely any weapons. Only for that force buy didn't work, and now they're in serious trouble. Yeah,
and definitely that force buy last round, however, almost did work. And I feel like they did need to risk it, and they were definitely confident in it, and they almost did win it. I mean, they're still, you know, they got the nades and stuff this round as well. They got to scout, see what they can do with it. But like I said, it seems like it's going to be going to a third map. Silex, excuse me, sorry, taking down Nerox. There in the mid there, and should get back nice and safely. Now we have the advantage to Hype. And they're just going to sneak around, see if they can get any more picks. I mean, it's a minute 10 left on the clock. It's only 40 seconds or so into the round. And we're just going to see who makes the first wrong move. And then a bit more of a, again, just Hype taking that A presence and just splitting it up all over mid and A, just going in for that mid split. As you can see, we got Silex coming in behind of Elim here. He should jump up. He does get taken, sorry, Iron gets taken down from Mungo. Mungo does pick him up there in the mid. A nice push through all the way to T-Spawn, which is rather interesting. So they should have tons of information as it does get taken down. Mont hit down to about 10 HP. And this is such, again, just a close round. 3 vs 4. A couple members are low. Animus picking up Mungo. 3 vs 3. Pretty much even health all across the board. But we got Hype that are so spread across the map right now. And I don't think Bald Crew know. I don't think they know. And Silex is just playing it slow. He got the information, but he accidentally caked the aim. He's got no idea and does get taken down. Mont will take the advantage of his fail, and Spike picks it up. And that is a map 2 to the Bald Crew. So we've got a 1-1. We're going to a third map, which will be Cache. And that is, wow.
That's great composure from Bald Crew to hold on to that one. They got those 3 rounds in the end. That was great stuff. So that is 16-13. Great play by Bald Crew.
No, that's for sure. No,
so bring up the scores.
Yeah, bring up the scores. We've got 27-16 for Spikes. Really picking it up this game. Unfortunately, you know, for the Hype Crew there, as 25, you know, under that 22 and under that 17. You know, it was just a really close game all across the board. You know, so it's a really interesting game.
Yeah, I mean, they played it really well. The CT side of Bald Crew was really good, but Hype were right in it.
No,
and it went right down to the wire. I thought we
sure.
might have seen a 2-0, but not quite.
Game, round after round after round, it was anti-ecos and, you know, all these little things coming across.
Such a seesaw.
And it's just, you know, it's just unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal, absolutely unreal. It was definitely, this is the game that's going to, this is the match now that's going to